Hey everybody, happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday, and welcome to the Not Quite Ready for Prime Time live stream. Tonight, we have a special guest. It's family. You may know her as Cousin Sarah. She's our niece, but it's the kid's cousin.
Yep.
So let's bring her in. Sarah, welcome in. Where are you? There you are.
Wow.
Hello, Sarah. Sarah is our go-to person for knowing everything Orlando because she lives down in Florida.
I do.
Right. And so tonight we had a couple days ago we realized that our Universal Studios passes, we got an extra 3 months put onto them, and it is a possibility that we could be going down to Disney or Universal in the fall to
Right.
catch the Hollywood Horror Nights.
Halloween Horror Nights. Isn't it Halloween Horror Nights?
Halloween Horror Nights.
We keep saying
Halloween.
Hollywood.
Hollywood? Is it Halloween or Hollywood?
Sounds scary.
Halloween.
Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah, it's not Hollywood Horror
I thought it
Nights.
was because it was the studios or whatever. Anyways, HHN. How's that? That's the HHN.
There you go, HHN. Yep.
All right. Yeah. So
So also
Halloween
Sarah
Horror Nights.
works for Disney.
You might not want to say that.
Sorry.
Ask her. Maybe she does. Maybe she doesn't.
Well, I'm going to be releasing a vlog this week, and she's in it. She's working, so
okay.
so they're going to see anyways.
Yes.
Yes, but you have been the Halloween Horror Nights.
You want to say
Yep.
Hollywood?
I do. I want to look it up.
I got my Halloween ears on.
Just say Horror Nights.
Oh,
Horror Nights. There you go.
There you go.
I got my More Sunshine Please shirt on for Jim, representing Jim.
Do you want to welcome people in the
Sure, let's
thing,
go.
and then we have to open up a package too,
Yes, we got
right?
a quick package to open up from
And
our
then we can
friends
get
at
into-
Mouse Talk. And Keith, welcome in. BDF, you are first gold medal, buddy. Thanks for being here. And the silver medal goes to Matt, our buddy, Matt Santa Claus Logan. Jack Santa Claus Logan. Welcome in, Matt. Uncle Jamie, welcome in. Auntie Laura, welcome in.
Hello.
Welcome in, everybody.
I thought
Glad
I
you're
saw
here.
Auntie Dot in here too.
Craig's Robotics Gang, welcome in. Did you see Dot?
I did see her.
I think you're lying.
I could have sworn I saw her in there.
Well, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. Debbie Burnfield.
Welcome in.
Burnfeld, welcome in. Hello, my dear Disney friends. Hello, welcome. Welcome in. Thanks for being here.
There she is.
Dorothy. Cousin Dorothy. No, that's Sister Dorothy.
Auntie
Or
Dot.
Auntie Dot. Yeah.
Hello.
Auntie Dot, welcome
Captain Akron.
in.
You gotta move your mouse down.
Down
No,
or up?
Up. Move it up. No, other way.
Down. All right. Oh, that just jumped.
You
now.
just jumped, yeah.
It just jumped. All right. We said hi to Debbie. We said hi. Oh, Ms. Kim. Welcome in.
Welcome in, Uncle Kim.
Uncle Kim.
Dean Flores is in here.
Lori Jean Carlson. Welcome in
in.
from California.
Oh, very nice.
Woohoo. Did you say D&G?
D&G is
There's Amy.
yeah.
We scored. We were in there for like a couple minutes and we got like 2 or 3 points, I think.
Amy.
That was all Sophia, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to say, for the record, that was all Sophie answering those questions. That was not Charlie.
Derek and Gregory, welcome in. Another friends from California. I saw Trish.
Trisha, yeah. Auntie Trisha.
Auntie Trisha's in. Wow, we got all the family here.
They're all here for Sarah. They don't care about us.
Big Lou loves Disney.
Did you see
Better known as Pickle True loves Disney.
James Ryan?
James Ryan, where? There he is.
He's all over the place.
What's up, James Ryan? How you doing?
And I thought I saw somebody else. Did you see Laura?
We got 4 points. Wow,
Laura
look at that. That's
Jean?
probably the most points we've ever gotten. It's all because of Sophie.
Mm-hmm.
James Ryan, what'd you say?
Oh, it just skipped. I think I saw Lori. Lori Jean? No, right. That.
Lori Jean Carlson. I thought I said hi.
Oh, I didn't hear
Lori
you.
Jean Carlson.
All right. Well, hi again.
Welcome in. All right. Did we miss anybody?
I
Just
don't think so.
repost. And we will hopefully see you in the next post. Anyways, so welcome in, everybody. Again, we are here with Cousin Sarah.
Hello.
Yeah.
We always talk like it's the kids'
I know.
The kids' relations. So it's either uncle or cousin or.
Yeah.
So, first of all, we are going to end. We received some magic mail from our good friends, Mouse Talk, Walt
Yeah.
and Melissa, from Mouse Talk.
So I
Yeah,
got a
sure.
package.
We got Belle and we got some princesses and then what
Princess
else
and
is
Loki.
And
Loki.
Oh, I was gonna say who was that at the bottom? It's like,
You gotta show them. Right there.
My favorite.
Loki. And then princesses. There you go. Princesses. Awesome.
All right.
What
Oh,
you got?
I got
Ooh,
a
you got a card
She
too.
even sent me a card.
Ooh, speaking of Universal, look at that. We got
Yeah. Oh, look at it. It's a
Universal
Disney
baggie.
card too.
We miss Universal. I miss Universal. Is it super mushy and it's private?
All right, here's the card. Isn't that neat? Where am I? Look at all the little Mickeys in there.
oh, that's really
That's
cute.
pretty. That's really
Mickey,
pretty.
Minnie's, and Mickey's.
Just thank you for being such awesome friends. I wish we could send gifts to all of you. Looking forward to seeing you in the summer. Walt and Melissa.
Thanks, guys.
You ready?
Yes, we will be seeing them in the summer in July. We're going to be doing, I think we're doing Tepanita with them.
Hmm.
The Loki
Ooh,
wallet.
The Loki Marvel Loungefly. That's
Look
wicked
at that.
cool.
That's amazing.
I
That is
love
freaking
that.
awesome. You're going to have to wear that to the Comic Cons with
Oh,
her
yeah.
Loki nails. I don't know if you ever watched that.
Oh yeah.
We
they
had our
did Loki
cousin
nails.
Kelly who does all those fancy
Wow.
nails.
This is the
She
inside.
did a set of custom Loki nails for her as well.
This is awesome.
Yep.
I mean, I could even just.
And you have a Loki jacket.
I
So
do.
you're going to be all Loki'd out for
Loki
a con.
shirt.
Thanks so much, guys. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
we'll have to reach out to Walt and Melissa and let them know it'll be
Yeah,
open.
if they're watching the replay, hopefully they usually pop in. So at
Yeah.
some point, I imagine Walt will pop in.
I think the Philly crew is here.
There they are. Let's go up to where they say hi. Oh. Anyways, hi to Philly crew. Welcome in. Hope you're feeling better, Ron.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shall we get started?
Yes.
Let's get started. Universal Orlando Halloween Horror Nights. I don't know why you were calling it Hollywood. Hollywood Horror Nights. It's a movie studio, right? Are we sure it's not Hollywood? It makes me.
I don't think so. Unless it's Halloween Hollywood Nights or something.
Anyways, it's Horror Nights.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know what it is pretty much Universal's version of a Halloween special ticket party.
Right.
Right?
It's not anything like
It's
not so scary Halloween party at
Not
Disney.
even close.
Not
It is.
even.
Totally different than the not so scary Halloween.
Yeah.
Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Is not for kids. That even on their website when I was checking it out, it says not really for kids under 13. So you shouldn't be bringing kids usually under 13.
There were a fair amount of pretty young kids when I went last time. I was surprised.
Yeah, I imagine if you have some kids, I can imagine can handle it if they're with their parents, obviously. And
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Did you see a lot of like the young ones? Were they crying?
Not really. I was just surprised because they have like little shows that are, I'd say, like kind of adult humor. Like they had Chucky out there for like Child's Play. I was just like, okay. But
So Universal has this special ticket. We have to buy a special ticket to go in, right?
Mhm.
And what time is it usually? Like 3 to midnight or something like that? You know?
Oh, when we went, I thought it was later. Because we went at like, was it 5 or 6 o'clock or something like that?
Okay. So
we went over there. It was later in the day.
Yeah.
And we lined up and we got lucky that we're pretty close to the gate. You want to be close to the gate. You want to get there early. It's worth it.
Yeah.
Because they have like a whole entry show.
Is it in just one park or through the both parks?
It's the old park.
The
original?
The old
Yes.
park. So it's not Islands of Adventure. It's the old one.
The old one.
Good to know.
Yep.
Good to know. So that's one of my things. And so it's probably like so let's say it's from like 6 to midnight, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking they would start when the sun starts going down.
We were there pretty late because I remember being there till like 1:32 in the morning because we went on Rip Ride and Rocket and everything before we left that night.
See what Craig's Robotics said.
Some of the animatronics we built for Halloween
What's
Horror
it?
Nights
Is it
would
therapy?
send kids to therapy.
It's true. There's
Whoa.
some really, really good ones. So-
Oh my
Wow, it sounds like
gosh.
they built some for them though. Craig's Robotics, they have like robotics lab, I want to call it.
Yes.
So I didn't know they actually built animatronics for
That's cool.
those horror nights. That'd be cool. Are they in their garage? We're gonna scare the heck out of the kids. We're gonna send these people to therapy.
That is funny.
It's built right into the animatronics. There's like a little sign: "Call this person for therapy." Or
Debbie
That's
says it's
funny.
not for her. She's scared of everything. But she would try it.
I saw a lot of
Oh,
people waiting outside of the houses, not going in, who were more afraid. Or like running through scare zones.
let's talk about the setup then. So you
Jim-
mentioned the houses,
Jim's
right?
Jim's
Welcome
here.
in,
He's
Jim.
on, ninja mode.
Represent, bro. Yeah. So you mentioned houses. So what are the houses, and how many houses do they usually have?
They change them every year, don't
Yeah,
they?
they change them every year. I don't even remember how many there are this year. I just remember seeing that they had like Creep Show and some other ones that I'm pretty excited about. But when we went in, oh gosh, I want to say we made it to 5 houses that night. You're not usually going to make it to all of them, especially if you want to go to like the super popular ones. So, for instance, the year we went, the ones that were really crazy were Stranger Things and Poltergeist. So we made it a point to get to those ones immediately. Like people look at the maps before they walk through the gate, and then they're just running to get.
Wow.
You're kidding me, really?
Yep. And then throughout the course of the night, you just kind of pick and choose your, like, they have like the major houses, I'd say, like the big movie houses or series houses, and then the smaller, like original themed ones.
Yeah.
And the first night, it seems that the big theme houses are always going to be the ones that everyone runs to, and then the other ones people try out, and then later on other nights, once people have heard like if they're really good or not so great, you'll see certain ones pick up and become busier as well.
Oh, so it's almost like better not to go the first night it's open. Maybe you get to hear reviews better. And
Yeah, because
maybe,
I liked hearing from other people what ones were worth going into.
yeah.
Because some of the ones that you wouldn't think to go into ended up being some really, really good ones. And then it's good to know because, well, for me, I have to avoid certain things like seizure warning,
Yeah.
like houses. And so there were a few that I wanted to go to, but I'm really glad that I saw reviews for before I went because I couldn't have done it. I don't remember what the heck it was called. Jeez, what was it? I'm gonna have to look some of these up. I'm gonna grab my iPad probably in a second and look up some of the ones that they had that year.
Me and Sophie have watched. I think you've watched too. Ellen
Yeah.
Ellen would send her producer
Yeah.
into a house, and he's like scared of everything.
Yeah,
With a guest, right?
So
With a
yeah,
special guest.
originally it wasn't with a guest, but now they do have usually a guest star, and super funny. But the part that worries me is some of them will chase you. They like full on blown chasing
yeah,
you through the house. Like
yep.
it's one thing if it's just rah, and then okay, I'm done with you. But they will actually like what was it? It was the poltergeist one. No,
Was
it wasn't.
it?
It was the one with the bed.
Poltergeist is so
That
good.
was one. So the
The
girl
one
is
with the
sitting.
bed.
The girl from Poltergeist. She's sitting on the bed. Is it Poltergeist? The crazy lady that her head spins.
That's not Poltergeist.
What is that?
That's now I'm drawing a blank. With Linda Blair.
I can't remember. With the priest and right.
Yeah.
Well, so
a young priest and an old priest.
So she was sitting on the bed and her
that?
head is down. So you have to actually, you walk in the room, you have to actually walk around her. As soon as you get past her, she rises and starts heading towards you. Right?
Mhm.
I don't like that type of stuff.
They have a lot of places like that. Like a lot of the houses, people would stop and like crawl out of walls and start chasing behind you, or like they get right up in your face. They get really close to you.
Well, I would think though with
No, they can't touch you, right?
yeah, they
It's
can't.
gonna be odd. That's why I'm kind of curious what's gonna happen this year,
Yeah.
especially because that was part of what made it so like intimidating. Like the scare
Are they gonna
actors
have
were
to
really
stay
good at like kind
6
of
feet away or
pushing.
something?
Well, I would think that they have to if they're gonna want to open. Of course, it's
If then.
October.
It's
You know,
October. I'm
we have
hoping that
time.
things are a lot more relaxed in October.
I am
By
totally
then,
fine with them
everyone's
not chasing me though.
vaccinated or whatever. I imagine it'll be a lot different in October.
Well, they might have to
That's
stay
what I'm
3 feet
expecting
instead of 6
anyways.
feet.
She just needs to hold on to someone. They worked on the Freddy Krueger house years ago.
Oh, that's
Holy
cool.
cow. So Nightmare on Elm Street. That must have been a cool house.
I have the list of houses from the year I went now, so I can try to see.
Yeah. So
Dead Exposure. That's the one I'm glad that I looked up a video of.
They got like this the.
It's
the
like
lighting.
strobes and so fast that it's meant to simulate being blind, so that when you're walking through, you actually can't tell what's happening around you.
Oh, that sounds good.
wow.
It's scary, even in the videos.
Okay.
If you try to watch videos of it, it's just scary.
Yeah.
The key is you gotta
Exorcist.
go.
That's
Exorcist.
it.
There it is. Yeah. So the Exorcist
right.
chick sitting on the bed. You literally when you walk in, you're walking into the
Everybody's
side.
Exorcist. There's Mouse Talk, by the way.
Oh, thank you,
She just opened up her gift.
And thank you for the
You
wallet.
guys, thank you so much. It is an awesome,
Oh my God,
awesome
it
Loki
is
wallet.
better than what I thought it was.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
So
it's
thank you
sharp looking.
guys.
I
Check out
so
Mouse
appreciate
Talk.
that.
They are awesome, awesome friends of ours and great, great channel. So go check them out.
So my thing would be is if I had to go into that exorcist room because it's like a bedroom. You walk in, it's a bedroom, and you have so when you walk in, there's the bed. The only way you can go and get out of there is you have to walk by this girl with the long hair and the nightgown, which is like the creepy crawly thing that I absolutely hate. And you have to walk by her. You have to get closer because there's nowhere else to go unless you just stand there.
Was it just a generic person, evil demon in a bed, or was it an actual exorcist house?
It was that house.
You sure?
It was that house. And as soon as you walk by, she lifts up her head and then she starts chasing. She starts walking towards you. I don't know.
So we put actors on rolling platforms and let them roll from under beds. Works every
Are you
time.
kidding?
Call them ankle biters.
Oh my!
You would wet yourself.
So, oh my God! Welcome in, Rachel. Hey, Rachel.
Where is she? Rachel, there she is. Hi,
We
Rachel.
do Witches Woods, and I do the worst.
The wood crawlers, the crawlers that go along the
It's
woods.
it's
those
the
are creepy.
long-haired person that the hair comes down and they're in the white nightgowns and they crawl along the ground. That's like the scariest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Next to like killer clowns.
When they're down low and they're all
I love the killer clowns. That was my favorite scare zone when we went. We both loved it.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good.
Those are super creepy, and Sophie will cry with clowns.
Oh, she has. She cried.
Thanks to Auntie Laura too.
Auntie Laura and Uncle Jamie. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna welcome in Hitchhiking Bones. Welcome in, guys.
There they
Howdy.
are. Howdy, y'all.
I'm actually hoping they're gonna do killer clowns this year in the scare zone.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
I am definitely looking forward to it. If we can make it down there, I am definitely looking forward to it. I know
Sophie
that Avery, it'll be helpful if we go with a bunch of friends and family, so that way, I think Sophie and Avery will be able to handle it better if we're in a bigger crowd.
Well, the way we would go in the houses is Auntie Laura and Uncle Jamie would be out front, and then it'd be me and Sophie in the middle, and then Charlie and Avery behind us.
You don't want to be in the back or the middle. I'll tell you right now.
Really?
The ones in the front, they know that you're sending the people in front that aren't afraid. So they go for everyone who's behind.
My strategy.
Joe walked with me, and he had his hands on my shoulders and walked me ahead of him the whole way, and they went for him.
Wow.
Okay, so me and Sophie is going to be in the front.
And me and Avery will be saying, the scared people are in the front.
No. Oh my God. I don't know.
They're
if
smart. They're like, they know how to
read
read people who are going by and everything, like their body language. It's crazy.
When we go to these things, I'm a human cage around Avery.
Yeah.
And he'll be holding on to me like everyone has to back away. So but he does it, and he He is fun with it. You can tell.
Yeah.
It just he's a little nervous and he wants his protection there.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah. And he thinks it's funny when Sophie gets scared and cries. The last trip
He's
the
horrible.
last
Yeah.
one that we did, she cried. She said she cried 3 times. I only remember twice. And the time before, she cried a couple times too.
Yeah. Yeah, the workers are not allowed to touch you, but Sophie might touch you if you scare her. So
I've heard some stories. I know what happens.
I know. I know. Oh yeah, she does hit. She did hit Jamie.
I'm sure she deserved it.
That's funny.
Way must be pumped. Yeah, man.
So
going down.
Mollistock says that that's not something that Melissa and he would frequent. But if we do it in a big crowd, we might need you guys as a buffer.
You gotta come with us, man. That'll be fun.
We're hoping to be encircled by everybody.
It'll be hilarious. That would be awesome.
But we really enjoy watching the Ellen where she sends her producer through.
It is funny to watch him.
Oh
I know after like 5 or 6 times it becomes old, but
I know
it was fun watching the first ones that he did.
Yeah.
I think. Well, and the celebrity that he goes in there with can be funny too, depending on who it is. Yeah. Some of them are just like whatever and some of them are like, they get really into it as well. So it's funny.
I just remember one where they walked into the room. They just left the room. They walked into another one, and then there was like the killer clowns were in there. So they turned around to go back. Those clowns started running, and then as they turned the corner, the original ones that were there. Yeah. They were like engulfed. They were like fetal position on the floor.
You know? Has anybody in the chat's done Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios? Let us know what your favorite house was. If you've done the houses now, like you mentioned. One that we wanted to do, Stranger Things, was awesome.
That was the best themed one, but not the scariest one. The best like combo one for us was Poltergeist because the theming was excellent, the actors were incredible, and then it was scary. It was horrifying. It was terrifying.
Yeah.
You get out and you're literally like shaking.
See, Laura and Jamie want to go down. If Kim wants to go too.
Yes, I think Rob wants.
Has Kim done it before?
Yeah, he went with us.
How did he do? Did he cry?
No, he was. I think he was behind both of us. Didn't I think? I think they went for him a few times because he was in the back.
They were probably more scared of him. He's pretty scared. Who's that old man?
Oh, Laura's reliving. Open the door, Jamie.
Yeah, do not let Uncle Jamie lead the way. He brought us through a place through this last time we went, which is woods. He went through the wall and we missed most of the house and we're like, that couldn't have been it. They let us go in through again. You're supposed to take a left. You took a right through a wall.
But I think it's because stuff was going on, so we kept yelling for him to go. So I think he was like peer pressured to go through the wall.
It was still fun, and we told them what happened, and they let us through again.
Yeah,
but it was just it was funny. I was like, that was like a 30-second house.
Was very quick.
No way that was the house. And then we went back in. We realized we had to go left instead of the right to the door.
They have people like showing you where to go at Halloween Horror Nights because they're really dark. The house is. You cannot. You're not allowed to have lights on you or cell phones. So you have people there pointing you where to go because people just can't see.
Oh my gosh,
that is awesome. I did not cry. He says I just hit a lot.
Oh, Carlos is
Welcome
here.
Welcome in, Carlos. Hi, you guys. Welcome in, Carlos. Thanks for being here. Guys, check out Carlos on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 4 o'clock and Saturdays at 10 in the morning.
So Sophie and I want to do Stranger Things, and we've seen the house.
I want to see Stranger Things.
And I don't think it will be scary for us. No, because when we saw it, we didn't think it was scary.
It really wasn't. You get like a couple of like jump scare type things, but it's just it's incredible looking. You're so focused on how like detailed everything is.
Yeah, that's what we were looking at when we were watching the video. It's like, oh my god, it'd be so cool, you know.
So for those of you just joining us, we are possibly going to Universal Studios in the fall. We're going to Disney in July, but we're also thinking about going down to Universal Studios in the fall to experience Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios.
Like a long weekend.
Yeah.
Our Disney passes will be up at the end of July, but we still have annual passes for Universal Studios. So it'd be kind of cool to stay on Universal Studios property for the first time.
Yeah.
And then do
the parks during the day and then do the Halloween Horror Nights.
I think that would be
night.
awesome.
So that's the plan, Stan, for now anyways. And yeah, so that's what we're thinking of. So we know there's a so you said there was Stranger Things, and you mentioned another house. Do you know any other houses? It's usually like 6 or 7 houses, right? Or more, or
yeah.
About that.
Let me see how many they have for this one so far. It's hard because I can't leak like a whole lot. I know a lot of people who work there.
Yeah.
So I know a decent amount now at this point.
He says that it's so scary a person can dirty their pants.
They're planning to go somewhere around 10 houses from what I'm seeing, and then somewhere around 5 or 6 scare zones.
So where are you seeing that? Because I was looking at the Universal site. The only house that I saw so far that's supposedly definite is the Beetlejuice house, and that's supposed to be new, or is that old?
I don't know if they've done Beetlejuice before. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it.
I know that you love Beetlejuice.
I love Beetlejuice. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
I'll be chasing Beetlejuice around the house. I would hope that they have a Stranger Things. I know they've done it the past, couple years.
Yeah, they keep updating it to keep up with
but I think that would still be awesome. I think people would still like to see that. So that would be great if they have that.
First year one was the best though.
Oh yeah.
So good. Going into the Upside Down for the first time with like the particles floating and everything in the room. Yeah. So cool.
Wow.
So curious how they did that.
Yeah, it was really odd. Like when you're there, you have no idea how that's working.
Have you been to Mortem Manor, Sarah, in Old Town?
Mortem Manor. I've been to Old Town a bunch of times now. What is Mortem Manor?
I don't know.
I know there's a haunted house place there. Is that Mortem Manor?
Where Uncle Jamie likes to go to get buried?
He did do that.
They bury him in a casket or something, I guess.
Yeah.
If so, we've seen the outside of it. We just haven't been in.
Yeah. James said that Beetlejuice was done some time ago, but not recently. Yeah, I haven't heard of the Beetlejuice, but I think that would be awesome to do.
So Jamie says, different old time. We're definitely excited for it. Guess what happens on June 10th? I think that's Keith's birthday.
I bet you it's Keith's birthday.
Yeah, that's my guess. That's my guess.
We got to welcome in Jeff and Angela. This our dream.
This our dream. Jeff and Angela, welcome in. Another awesome channel. They go live from the parks a lot. Check them out on the weekends.
Laura says it's a huge haunted house. And yes, that's where Jamie gets buried.
All right, yeah, so we know where that is.
Jamie's got this weird fetish of being
throw me in a
alive.
casket and throw me in the ground and bury me, please. Okay. Sicko.
There's a lot of cool haunted places around here we want to go to at some point.
Yes, they have new houses each year and some faves. Depends on what's popular that year also.
Yeah, they tend to show us a little bit of old and then like a few things that are new and like upcoming or popular, like a new movie or show.
So I have a question. The scare zones when you're just walking around. If you get yourself all dolled up and scary looking, do they not come after you because they think you might be a cast member? Actually, what I'm gonna go for.
I thought the
I'd say said you no, but at the same time, when I saw people that were in like really cool attire, they're more likely to interact a little differently, like almost themed. No, so, for instance, we had a lot of people. If you've seen Chucky, Child's Play, and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, they had a lot of people that would cosplay as like Jennifer Tilly and people and go down the scare zone, and they would interact as if it was her and everything. It was really neat.
All right. So what's the difference between a haunted house and a scare zone?
So a scare zone is out in the open. You're gonna walk down the path, and it's gonna be set up, and it's all around. So they decorate the whole area. outside to fit the theme, and then the scare actors are just wandering about up and down the scare zone outside. And then the houses are going to be, I don't want to say totally indoors because some of them were partially outdoors, but mostly indoors.
Outside when your guard's down.
Yeah,
Really?
they're like wandering about in the streets basically.
Are there zones where you can run away to where they don't follow you, so you can?
Yeah,
pick
there
them
are
off?
little side streets here and there that aren't scare zones. A lot of places with like the restaurants and food and things like that. So I knew a lot of people who went and wanted to avoid scare zones, so they stopped in and got like snacks and everything else, and just went down where the attractions were to avoid it.
Yes.
So that is a possibility.
And do they
Yes.
have zones where you can change your underpants and buy new clothes? And...
I think that's everywhere.
They got the crying station set up with the
Crying
tissues.
station.
Everywhere.
the therapy zones.
Yeah, I was thinking if I could decorate myself up as just a zombie, they might leave me alone because they might think I'm just like a cast member.
Yeah, well, the website that I
You'll
checked.
get more acting interactions instead.
Yeah,
They're
I
gonna
know.
start questioning you and
I
talking
don't want
to you.
attention.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of attention if you're in costume.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, so I wonder if they let you because that's what I've seen. They said no costumes, but if it is, then that'd be more fun if you can dress up a little
So-
bit.
People find ways to just do very human characters that don't have like super fancy get-ups, and then they can
Okay.
go and do that.
Because I would think that people who want to dress up, they don't have to do the whole full-blown.
Be part of the
Deadly.
Yeah,
fun.
that's why people do the Jennifer Tilly thing, like the Bride of Chucky thing,
Oh.
so they don't wear the whole like bride costume, but they can wear like one of her outfits and like do something else signature, and people usually get it.
So you're not seeing people walking around in a Tigger costume, right?
No. Although you'll see some like funny like Disney Halloween stuff here and there, and they like to poke fun at it, I've noticed.
Like a headless Tigger costume.
I know with like a thing stuck in his head.
Blood and zombie Mickey.
Well, they had the Eeyore kid. There was a kid who had like a half, like a Disney bound Eeyore outfit, but the tail where the tail came off was bloody and everything. I remember seeing him when we were there. So there's some interesting ones.
Yeah, so it's like the dead Disney characters.
So Jamie said, didn't they have a Monsters Classic house?
Mm-hmm. I don't remember.
I think I remember seeing an advertisement
Like
for that.
you're talking like classic monsters, like Creature from the Black Lagoon and Wolfman and Frankenstein and that type of thing. Huh?
Yeah.
That'd be cool for people who are into the classics. You know.
Yeah.
I have so many houses and things I wish they would do.
All right. So, do they also have rides open during?
They do. So it depends. Usually, like when we went, the Mummy was open, Rip Ride and Rocket was open. I think they want to try to have Escape from Gringotts open. So yeah, there's a few that are open. The lines were incredibly long though when we were
Are
there.
you serious? Wow.
Yep.
I would think that people, if they go on there for Halloween Horror Nights,
That's what we thought too.
that they wouldn't want the rides, you know, because
That's why we stayed so late. So if you're willing to like do the houses and everything and stay till like really late, then hop on the rides afterwards.
Oh, you think like the last half hour, all the rides are open?
Probably.
Oh,
That's what we did. We jumped on Rip Ride and Rocket right at the last minute, like 1 a.m.
Is the entire park open, or do they just
They close off
close off
sections.
certain sections?
All of the old park area is open,
All the old park.
from what I remember. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, except for areas that they closed down because the houses like have their queues going in front of like attractions and things that are closed.
Yeah.
But like all the areas were open. We wandered around like where the Simpsons is. That's where everyone had the chainsaws and were running around after people.
that's
And
right,
like
the
they have different
chainsaw.
things everywhere.
I forgot the chainsaw guys.
Those guys were cool.
They're loud though.
They're
That's
very
what I
loud.
don't. I don't like the loud noises.
They
just
were
just the
very
noise
loud.
will make you jump. Never mind.
And we had a
who's attached to them.
situation. We actually had to go grab one of them because we had somebody who had a medical emergency. And so I don't know why this person came up and grabbed me. It was like I worked there, and they're like, "Help! My like was it her brother, sister? I don't remember." And so I was like, "Oh gosh, the only like people that work here that I know nearby are these guys running around with chainsaws." So I had to go grab one of them. But they were really quick
Excuse me.
to respond.
Oh, come in, Rob Fuzz.
Please put your chainsaw down.
I was like, I'm just don't because I had to tap him to get his attention.
So it sounds like James Ryan has gone there too. He
Yes,
says
he
they told me
has.
to go to Central Park and it was filled with vampires and zombies. No refuge there. Okay, so that's like Central Park is over by the ET area, right? I think. Is that where Central Park?
I think so.
Down by the water?
That's what I was thinking, down by the water.
I don't
I
know.
want to know. I don't remember what the scare zone was called. I want to say it was by that area. It was my favorite scare zone there, aside from Killer Clowns, and it had the jack o' lanterns in the trees. Do you remember that, Joe?
Yes.
It had, like all the trees were filled with lit jack o' lanterns everywhere, and it was the coolest looking area. And one of the least scary ones. I don't remember like anyone jumping out and scaring us or like anything like that.
That's over by like the SpongeBob ET area, right? Where
Yeah.
the trees
Yeah.
the trees
Yes.
Yeah.
have the overhanging.
Because in
Oh, that
Christmas
looks
they
cool.
had like the little things, the
The
lights.
icicles, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
that
I've
it's
seen
that
a video
area.
where they
Yeah,
had-
that'd be really cool.
Oh, it was so cool looking.
that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I hope
Do
they definitely. I definitely hope they have it, and
do they
yeah.
have special snacks during it? Like, how
Yeah.
Disney does like the special Halloween
Each year
snack?
they have different things. So like we had the Stranger Things special fries that had like the pizza toppings all over them.
Really?
And then we had like a candy cane slushy. No, not candy cane. Candy corn slushy, which didn't really taste like candy. It was like really sugary. I couldn't finish the whole
My
thing.
favorite part of that entire night was the opening. That was incredible.
Yeah, Joe's saying literally his favorite part of the entire Halloween Horror Nights was the opening of the gates at the beginning, which is why I say get there really
Super,
early.
super early.
Yeah,
So
you
if
want to
get
be
there-
at the gates.
right. So even if it's daytime, when they open up the gates, the houses are still dark, right? Because they're covered
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's good. So the only thing that might be less scary during the initial opening would be like the scare zones where it's still light out or
Yeah.
whatever. But
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So we have annual passes. Do they kick everybody out of the park?
and then bring people back.
And then
in?
Before
bring people
Halloween
back
Horror Nights,
in?
yes.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
part of they like theme the way that they get people to leave. And then
They just chase them with chainsaws, right? All the
Maybe.
chainsaw
Or
guys go in the
fire
back.
hoses and-
Flamethrowers or whatever.
Oh my goodness.
They have their own YouTube. Oh yeah, Hollywood Universal Studio Orlando's.
Oh yeah.
Here the other ads, yeah.
And James is saying that they have the classic monster merchandise. Yes.
They
We've
sell some
seen
cool
that.
stuff at Halloween Horror Nights in the
Yeah,
shops there.
They have that tribute store, right? That everyone
Yes.
talks about.
That must be awesome during that time.
We saw the tribute store during the Christmas, and it was like a room, and it was like multiple rooms, but they were so themed.
We couldn't even go in because of how packed it was. There was a line to
I
get in.
bet.
We couldn't even do it.
Yeah.
Well,
So if you want
even-
something, if you look beforehand at what they're releasing for merchandise, like check to see if there's something that you're gonna want to get in there for it. That way you know to get in line. Otherwise, you'll know to skip it. But it's really cool.
Yeah, if anybody in the chat is going down to Universal, make sure you check out the tribute store. It might be a little bit deceiving from the entrance. It's not
Oh,
just a
yeah.
little store that you go into and come back out.
No.
It's a store that leads to another room, another room, another room that goes like this throughout the building, and it brings you off the side in front of the library, I believe.
Yeah.
And it's really, really cool.
It's like it's themed top to bottom. Like and then it's like
And it changes throughout the year. You'll have a
does.
Mardi Gras theme, you'll have a Christmas theme, you'll have a Halloween theme.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it's amazing. I just remember when we went in it for the first time, we're like, oh my goodness, it's like, decked out. And then we just kept going into another room. I was like, holy cow, how long is this store?
really,
Mhm.
crowds waiting to get in is huge, even a few hours before, huh?
Yeah, we got in line. We waited there for hours at that, and we still weren't the first ones in line.
Was it especially like a busy, popular night that you guys chose, or was it just the?
That's just how it is every time.
I still have pictures that I took like from above me where you can see all the way back, like across the lake that was starting to circle like that whole area back there to get into the park for Halloween Horror Nights. It was nuts.
Does it ever reach capacity?
Not that I know of, because they just stopped selling tickets at certain
They just-
points.
So they stop. Oh, so there's only a certain amount of tickets available each night?
Yes.
Okay. It sounds like there's a lot of tickets though for each night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if that will change.
That's
With,
why I'm curious to know, because I know they sell
Mhm.
out fast even with regular capacities. I'm wondering if this year is going to be really hard to get in.
Mm.
Well, that's the thing. So it starts September 3rd and goes all the way up to October 31st.
Mm-hmm.
Did it always start at the September 3rd, do you think? Or is this like an earlier starting date?
I could have sworn that they started earlier at one point.
Oh, really? I know
Yeah.
that Disney starts mid-August.
Yeah. I know I want to say there was one year where they started even earlier, and I think it was like because it ended up pretty close to when Disney was doing theirs. And
Yeah.
then I want to say it transitioned to September again.
So it's a full 2 months. It's all September, all October.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's all, I think it's every day of the week except for like there was 2 days that were not.
I was going to
So it's
ask
like
that.
probably like Tuesday, Wednesday, or Monday and Tuesday, something like that. I know the weekends were, and it was like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, definitely.
Yeah.
And then there's 2 other days that they didn't do it.
No,
So-
Disney doesn't do their Halloween party every night of the week.
No, they do it.
Like
They wrote. Yeah, they do it like 3 or
It's-
4 nights a week too.
yeah. I thought they did it less than Universal.
Yeah.
Huh.
So you had gone. Who was in your group of people that you went with?
Just me, Joe, my dad.
That's a scary group right there.
Long wait. You gotta be
can't
willing
hide
to wait
behind
in long
Kim.
lines.
No, he's too tall.
He'll throw you into them or something.
Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch those videos again. I'll have to watch Ellen's videos because a lot you can't video, so you don't see a lot of it. So the only way you can see it is if like Ellen, and they do a house and they let
What was your favorite part about it? What's your favorite things about the Horror Nights?
The immersion. So it's really hard to find like the Halloweeny feel down here. A lot of people who moved down here from up north say the same thing. But this is the first time, and Joe agrees, that we felt like full like Halloween like immersion again. Was being in this
Oh.
park. The whole place just it's perfect everywhere you go.
That's
All
awesome.
the actors are completely like themed. Like they're really, really good at what they do. They make the entire experience.
Well, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can't wait to go. If we can go, I hope we can make it happen.
Because
I
we can
know
even buy
the only
ticket.
thing that's holding us back is we have to try to. We're working around Sophie's schedule.
Yeah.
So she's a senior come this fall, and we have to make sure that it's not screwing up her school
Right.
or her grades or anything like that. So it's either going to be a long weekend,
Yeah.
or it's going to be a week, or it might be a week where, if they have it off at school, or if they have
Yeah, I
like
don't know.
maybe a long weekend, we turn it into an extra couple days where she can just make up the work from school.
Yeah.
What are you doing? There's some.
Oh, we're gonna welcome in Eric.
Eric Newman. Welcome.
Welcome in.
in.
Trisha mentioned something about tickets. There it is.
Just you buy tickets months ahead of time, like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
September starts usually. Yeah.
And then James threw out something.
Premier annual pass holders get one free ticket. Yeah, we're not premier pass
No.
holders. We are we're preferred pass holders. So we get to go. There's no blackout dates, but we don't get all this extra stuff like the premier pass holders get. So we do get get free parking, but I don't think maybe we'll get a discount.
Maybe.
But yes, Hagrid's is the best, especially at night. You gotta ride
Yes,
Hagrid's
I know.
with your hands up. That's the funnest. Me and Sophie do that all the time.
It's only the best until Velocicoaster opens.
Supposed to, yeah. That's opening soon. Are you going to be riding that?
Yeah, the moment we know that it's open, or if it opens for annual pass holders, we'll be going.
Oh,
To get
that's
on it.
supposed to be June, right? I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am hoping from everything I'm reading that they will start previews in May.
So they left you guys at the gates around 4.
4
Open
didn't
till
open until at least 5. Yeah.
5. So Trisha didn't go in with you guys? She's
Nope.
chicken?
Nah.
Was she chicken? I just didn't feel like doing.
Me and Joe stayed the latest too. I think my dad left pretty early, like 10 or 11 or something like that. And then we were there until close to 2 a.m., if not after.
I don't know if Avery will be able to handle that late, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
But
get
you know,
everything you've got to like literally utilize, like from when it starts to when it ends.
yeah, we would have to make sure we hit the key houses that we would want because he'll be at one point, I'm done with all the scaring stuff. And then he's going to want to do maybe the rides. So then we would try to hit some of the rides up, you know?
But if we redirect him to the food, that's what we'll
There's
get.
good food and it's really cool looking too.
So if
So
we focus on the food, saying, Avery, there is like soft tacos at the end of this house. You go through the house and
pizza
there's soft
fries.
tacos.
Pizza
They
fries.
should still have the pizza fries if they have anything Stranger Things.
So we have to come up with a different snack that he'll love at the end of each house.
Yeah. So James is saying that they're going to start decorating usually in July. Now we're going to be down there in July. So we might even, when we do the Universal Studios, we might even get to see them starting to decorate, which would be
Really?
kind of cool.
Yeah, we're down there July 10th to 25th. So
So
there's
the
a good chance
chances, yeah.
that we see them at
Right.
least starting to put like scaffolding and
Right,
stuff up
right.
for
That'd be
those
cool.
things. That would be
And then the
cool.
other thing is that, you know, while we're down there, we could buy a Disney ticket for the Not So Scary Halloween party. Because
Yeah.
you got to buy a ticket anyways if you're going to, you know.
Yeah,
So
our
it doesn't
passes will
affect.
run out if we don't renew them.
Right.
There's a slim chance we might renew them, but we weren't planning on going down there for Christmas and stuff, so it doesn't really make sense to renew them. But we'll see, because if they're not going to be allowing people to buy brand new passes every year for some reason,
We might have to.
then we might have to just keep on renewing ours.
Yeah, we're going to welcome in Jonathan Chong.
Jonathan Chong, welcome in. Thanks for being here, buddy. Anybody else? Yes, Velocicoaster looks awesome.
We saw them testing it with nobody on it.
Yeah, and to me it looks slow.
Yeah.
It looks
fast. It's really fast.
Are you sure?
I want to say 0 to 43 in the first launch. Second launch is 40 something to 70 something, 75.
When I've seen it going over the highest hill, it's like barely making it. So I was like,
yeah, there's no shoulder restraints on it, so it's like a gravity kind of thing while you're inverting.
Huh.
You're kidding
me. And then I know you can see. I've seen inside the queue.
Wow.
See what it looks like
you
in
saw,
there.
Really?
Yeah.
You got the inside scoop?
Yep. And it's really cool. It's really, really cool.
I bet they do.
It's amazing. The queue is probably the best part of the entire It's really neat.
So
is there a chicken door so we can go through the queue and then do a chicken door?
Yeah, actually, I think there is.
Oh, chicken. Is like Chris Pratt involved, you know?
What?
Are the characters from Jurassic Park?
Yeah, it's Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt, yeah.
Oh, very cool.
I couldn't see the other person. I heard a female voice and like part of what I was hearing from it. So I don't know who it is.
Hey, welcome in. Grateful for Disney. Thanks for being here. Wow, it's 7:48 already.
I know.
So anything else that you think that people should know about Halloween Horror Nights?
Get your food and prepare to wait in lines. I don't know if that's going to be different this year because I know in Disney you can't eat in queues and everything like that. But that's honestly, we utilized that when we were having our snacks because we knew we were going to be in line for a long time. I'd say our short wait lines were like 35, 40 minutes. Our long ones were many hours. So,
oh, you're kidding me, really?
It's really rough. But that's why we went for like the busy house first. That way we wouldn't have to worry about it. And then the rest of the night was a little more easygoing. So we ran to Stranger Things, and then we knew Poltergeist was popular, and then we did the Halloween house, and yeah.
So you don't think it's something that you can start with the lower houses, and maybe the biggest house gets less busy at the end?
No, by the end of the night they cut people off from Stranger Things because the wait time was 4 hours. So
kidding me? Wow.
No go.
Now, I think I remember watching a Tim Tracker video, and what he did at one point was he started from the back and went forward, and he felt that it wasn't as busy as if because everyone's just dispersing to the closest houses, you know?
That is true too, though, because a lot of people, even if they aren't aiming for the popular house, if they put that popular house in the front of the park, it might drop off in a little while. But we weren't willing to risk it, so
Yeah.
we just went.
Yeah.
But yeah, we usually tell people to pick like your top like 3 houses that you have to see no matter what, and get them done, and
Yeah.
then the rest of the night, like kind of interchangeably, like go to get a special food if they have a special edition of something you want, and then find another house or scare zone.
Yeah. And there's no disability access to these houses, right?
No, I don't know if that's changed at all, but the last I heard there was nothing
I
like
don't
that.
know.
It's just
Some
long
reason to be
lines.
able to stand in line for 2-3 hours for you know.
Well,
Yeah.
it's gonna be something that he's gonna have to deal with, or we're not gonna have to do the house. that's all.
Right.
And the queues weren't really like themed. Well, I want to say there were a couple that were themed, but I know that there were a few. Like Stranger Things didn't really have like a themed queue. Like sometimes they have a themed queue that'll make it pass by faster because you're looking at other things. But with Stranger Things, when we went, it was just pretty much underneath Rip Ride and Rocket, and you're just kind of walking around under there waiting to get in the building.
Did you notice anybody with like disabilities in line, like wheelchairs and stuff like that? Did they let them hit through?
Not many at all.
Not
Honestly, we
many?
didn't really see a whole lot of that.
I'm just curious.
Yeah,
if
I mean, this will be. I mean, I'm assuming when we go with Joe next time, Joe uses a wheelchair now for a lot of transportation, so we're thinking about the same things now.
Yeah.
For him, so now I'm curious to see how, but
Yeah.
we honestly didn't see a
Do
lot
they-
of that at all.
excuse me. Do they come up? Do you think? Do they have like will Universal come up with a like a map, like a Halloween Horror Nights
They
map?
have like a map of where houses are.
Right.
where
So
you're
something like
asking-
that, so people can plan, say, okay, we're gonna try here, 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 and do this, like
They'll
that.
tell you beforehand. They had a few week already, so there may or may not be truth to some of what's on there, but it'll show you the layout of the park and what rides are nearby. It'll tell you what houses are where, which scare zones are where by number, and then it'll tell you which rides will be open.
Will this be a physical paper map, or will be online too? You think?
It'll be online as well. Usually I
Oh,
find them
yeah.
online first. That's where they recently
map-
just leaked
Weird.
some of them, so.
Yeah.
We would have to plan that out.
Yes, we would.
Definitely.
We have to make sure we prep Avery to
Yeah.
warn them.
Yeah. And Sophie have to do something where they're, I don't know, calm them down or something.
Take
Yeah.
some anxiety pills before we're all being loopy.
Yeah. Well, it sounds super funny. This is the 30th anniversary too this year, supposedly. I don't know. Was it last year supposed to be the 30th, and then they just said, okay,
Was it?
chop it out and make this year the 30th? But I know that on the website now that I looked at the last couple of days, it says 30th anniversary, so or 30th Halloween Horror Nights. So that's a special year. So I imagine they have, they're gonna have merchandise geared towards it, like always.
I would think that if it is the 30th, they'll probably be above and beyond what they normally would do. Wouldn't you
They're
think?
going to do a lot. I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
Although with everything going on right now, I know that even before they canceled it last year, they would have like confirmed houses, and then all of a sudden they were no longer confirmed because they're like going back and forth with certain companies and everything, and not knowing how it was going to work out. So I'm wondering if they're going to have the same issue this year. So yeah, I'm not going to trust any house that they list until literally it's like right before they open and it's still listed.
Yeah.
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 Huh. I wonder you wonder if they try to set up a house with someone and they're not locked in, and then people are asking for more money or something like that because they think it's like.
Well, what I'm thinking is so if we do go down, we're gonna drive. We won't fly. We'll make it a cheap trip.
Well,
but the thing is that if
we'll see. If
right,
it's a long
no, I'm
weekend,
saying,
I'm not driving 24 hours.
well,
I'll be down there
okay,
for 2 days.
but the thing is that like say if we were gonna buy plane tickets and then they cancel it, that was the purpose of us going down there. So we have to be smart and make sure.
Yeah, we're not doing
like,
stuff to the last minute.
Yeah, truly locked in. You don't want to just assume,
True.
I think a lot of what they do is going to also depend on what Disney decides to do later this year.
But usually, isn't Universal the ones that actually they've been acting first usually with since like this?
But they also usually pull back a lot too on certain
Really?
things. So yeah,
Wow.
but they won't do that if they see that everyone else is like, oh, okay, let's step forward with you. So if other theme parks are going to do something similar, they're not going to pull back anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. Tim says I haven't celebrated Halloween in months.
Well, Walt says that he's not going to do it, but if we come down there, well, we're expecting you guys to be part of our party when we're going through the
Did you just say Parsi?
Parsi.
party.
Holidays.
And Parsis are so much cooler than posses. You know,
Party.
no Hollywood.
You know what I mean.
Halloween.
So yeah,
Oh, you
if we could
got
get
it. That'll be so much fun. Yes,
a bunch of us.
that'll be.
I mean, Sophie's gonna cry, so the two of you can kind of, you'll be among us.
That'll be hilarious. Anyways, it's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah. So
We're definitely looking forward to it. We're gonna try to make it happen. All right. So, Sarah, I don't know. I know that you do vlogs once in a while, and I've seen you do your succulents and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell everybody in the chat a little bit about your channel so they can check out your channel?
It is a mix of a million different things. I do some park stuff or like cast exclusive stuff where I'm allowed to film in Disney. I do a lot of plant stuff on my channel, but also if anyone's on any groups on Facebook, like Disney Junkies and those pages, I do live videos on there and usually get a lot of people that check into those. I like doing park tour type things where people ask me, like, tell me where to go, and I'll do it for the video. So I'll explore for people. So
Cool.
if you're in any of those groups, I'm usually streaming on there.
Yeah. Thank you, James, for posting her link to her channel. Everyone, please check her out. Check out the channel. It's a lot of fun. And again, it's a smorgasbord of everything under the sun. So
yeah, Laura and Jamie will have to come. I see her. Yeah. So
Sophie's scared. Yep, I gotta go now. You may get hit, Auntie Laura.
I know.
And you may get called Loser Laura 100 times by Avery. So everyone, please hit that button. Oh, thanks, guys.
It'll be all Auntie Laura's fault for anything that happens that night.
Oh yeah.
Right?
For sure, yes.
So Sophie will get a break. It won't be Sophie's fault. It'll be Auntie Laura's fault.
So let's do some housekeeping.
Okay.
Mousekeeping. Thank you again to our good friends Mouse Talk, Walt and Melissa. You guys rock that.
Let me get it out.
What is it? It's a
Loki.
Is it a purse or a wallet?
It's like a Loki wallet.
It's super cool Loki wallet. You keep on showing the worst side. I like the other side better.
I like.
That's awesome. Yeah, the helmet's
I
pretty cool.
like that side.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Such
I absolutely
cool,
love it.
awesome Loungefly wallet. Thanks, guys.
That's amazing.
Go check out Carlos. No longer on Thursdays. Carlos is on Tuesdays and Saturday mornings. Go check out Carlos. Disney World Freak. Jim for More Sunshine, please. Great friend of ours and supporter of the channel. Go check out More Sunshine, please. 7 o'clock on Tuesdays. Mouse. I thought I heard Lofi Wall. Pepper Tree Villa, welcome in. There's more friends from California.
Yeah.
Mouse Talk, Walt and Melissa, awesome people, awesome channel. Tuesdays at 8. The Sanity is awesome. And they go live from the parks usually on Saturdays and Sundays. This week they're going live tomorrow and Sunday. So go check them out. And I think Walt's solo this week.
Okay.
So D&G Explorers in about 2 minutes. Go check out D&G Explorers. They're on right after us. They're going to be talking cruising. They're doing a group cruise. I think Chaz Cruisers is going to be on their guest. I'm pretty sure. But tell them it's a herd attack. D&G Explorers. Philly Crew, Thursdays at 9 o'clock. We are on their panel for the King of Food. We are rating all these sit-down restaurants at Walt Disney World. It's been really, really fun. Us and about 4 other channels or so, give or take. And we've been rating them and grading them. And we have them from number 1 down to like 25 or whatever all based on their grades. So
Yeah.
check out them at 9 o'clock tomorrow night to do Philly Crew.
I'm finding that the show is very helpful because there's a lot of restaurants that we haven't done.
Yeah, so we're getting other
So,
people's
yeah.
input from it. Yeah.
So we've been making a list of which ones we want to go to.
Try, yeah.
Yeah.
Rob Fuzz Fridays at 4:30 for Pub Talk. Go check him out. Disney Dan Saturdays at 7. Go check him out. Disney Dan channel. So Disney with a Z. Disney Dan. And then obviously Dean at theliveplace.com. He is the TV guide for YouTube family friendly channels. Go check him out. Theliveplace.com. And anything else you want to mention?
No, we've been just
Before-
putting our shorts out, and then working
Putting
with-
our short vlogs out.
and then I'm hoping to release this week one of the days of our August trip, which is Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
Sounds
Come
fun.
visit.
Yes. Actually, you're
Yes.
going to be in it a little bit, Sarah.
Yes.
We got videos of Sarah when she's like 1.5 years old. So cute. Singing Beauty and the Beast stuff. All right. So thanks everybody in the chats. You all rock. Go check out each other's channels, and we will see you Sunday morning probably.
Yep.
All right, guys. Don't forget to do your duty.
And it's a big duty. Bye, guys.